Alright, I'm recording now. I am not going to stream this because it's going to have spoilers and some parting shots. So, spoilers and parting shots here because I'm going to quit playing this. Alright, you ready? I've given you enough opportunity. If you don't want to hear the spoilers, and that's going to be in the title, you've been warned. As Kelly Bundy said, to be forewarned is to have four arms. Good old Kelly Bundy. Anyway. Alright. I still got to crack up here. I think I was supposed to report for duty for a briefing. I never went. I just went and did all this stuff and basically liberated the entire map. They're all defiant. There's all these people that maybe I need to recruit, but I didn't. Yeah. Investigate the AR reconstruction technology at the Ministry of Civic Management. Yeah, okay. I got 57, almost 58,000. I haven't spent anything. 130 tech points. And if we look on the map, now, to be fair, I did open up a bunch of them, but look, I mean, there's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 50, 60, 70. There's 170, just off the top of my head, tech points on top of my 130. That'd give me 300 tech points. Now, you don't get those automatically. You have to unlock some stuff in order to get those, but anyway, let's just start. That's with the map, okay? So all those boroughs are defiant now. I've done it. I don't know if it'll say if I did more, you completed the game or whatever. At this point, I really don't care. I went through that briefly, all the missions, what you get. See this guy? These were all protesters. I thought that was going to be something just wonderful, and it's just whatever. Wasn't that impressive at all as far as I was concerned. All these people that I wasted time running around trying to decide if I should recruit them or not, and it's a waste of time. The gadgets, let's just go through that. Out of all these gadgets, all these weapons, hacks, upgrades, and gadgets, the most valuable one that I've found, right here, the Spider Bot. If you had to have one thing off this entire map, it'd be that Spider Bot. And then, really, you could get by, I think, without the double jump in almost every circumstance. And the cloak, I only used it a couple times. This AR cloak, I used it a couple times. Electro Fist, I think I used it once or twice. I never even unlocked this. The second thing, probably valuable, most valuable is this skin mesh to reduce your damage. So, if I had to make a choice, it'd be this first, this second, and then over here on the gun, let's see. You know, it was kind of a glitch on the gun. It seemed like the silencer wore out after a while. It disappeared. But You can get through, I think, almost the entire game, if not the entire game, with just this pistol. You don't need any other weapons. I mean, look, I never even unlocked that SMG, the grenade launcher, or the shotgun. Yeah, I might be missing out, whatever. But, and then over here, I'm just going to do this just for the hell of it. I don't think, I was just going to see if it did anything for unlocking all three of those. I never even used the missile drone. Never used the combat robot. Never used the electroshock trap. And I had unlocked this to begin with when I thought it was important. The deep profiler to recruit people. Yeah, okay, I understand it's part of the game. They want you to do that. Go meet with them at a certain place and recruit them and go do these side missions to free their friends out of jail and whatever. I'm just saying it wasn't really for me. Somebody might just enjoy the crap out of it, but it wasn't for me. It did come in pretty useful a couple times, hacking the turrets, or the chase drones, the turrets. I don't know that I ever hacked a counterterrorism drone. The riot drone hacks, I did that. I hacked a few riot drones. The parcel drones, well, if you look at my clips, I got a couple parcel bombs that I was intending for them to drop the package, but I wasn't intending for them to blow up cars and trucks and people and whatever. It just kind of happened. Alright, so, if it were up to me, starting out, the next thing I would do, I very rarely use 15 shots before I reload. And there's ammunition pretty readily available, and the aim assist on this is very forgiving. You can get headshots probably close to 50% of the time. You just take a little time. So you don't need to increase the magazine size. You don't need to add a suppressor. If you're going for total stealth, it's going to take you a lot longer. And the AI on this game, I will say, even on easy, the AI is pretty intuitive. From the people on the ground to the robots in the air, they'll see you pretty readily. Okay, so really, Spiderbot, number one. Skin, actually, yeah, you need the Spiderbot. Skin Mesh, number 2. And number 3, hacking the chase drone. Then I would hack the riot drone. And then it's a toss-up between the turret and the CT drone. CT drone flies around the turrets in one spot. Probably I would go with the CT drone hack after those other 2 drones. And you can see some of the stuff I haven't even unlocked. So, basically the way I played the game is a waste after unlocking just a couple things. Less than half of the board. Let's put it that way. These guys on the roster, I used her through most of the game. Then because I heard the Beekeeper was so awesome, I went to her. Then I went to her. And then I went to this guy. This black, whatever he is. African sounds kind of like from his voice. I don't know. Maybe he's UK. This Black James Bond. This crazy clown looking garden tool. Sure, it would have been interesting, but. And all these people that they said, oh, to get, whatever. I didn't use any of them. Not one. So, it just felt like, to me, and all that there was something lacking. And all this data, I don't know. Maybe I missed something. What all it does, it gives you a flavor for the game. Blah blah blah. And of course, to go to the store, there is no way in hell. No way in hell I'm gonna pay real money to buy these clothes operatives credits. No way. It was bad enough when I spent $4 on Call of Duty Warzone to get my battle pass a little quicker. Because I had like 1,100 points, I needed 1,500 or whatever it was, and it cost me like $4, $1.99 twice. Anyway, no way. Do not buy anything from the store unless you've just got money to burn. Seriously. No way in hell. I'm picking up all these relics. And you could argue, okay, well, why are you even playing the game? Exactly. It looked really cool. I had a buddy of mine who's playing it. I watched him play it for a little bit. I think it was just more the intrigue as to what the game was about. But, so as far as spoilers go, I started with this gal right here. And I think you could stay with her through the entire game. I got her because she had the MP5 to begin with, which I thought would give me a little extra edge. Until I realized that your character can, I think, go through the whole game with that stun pistol. And I did shoot down some of the plywood with the X on it with the pistol. The stun pistol to break it. May take a few more shots, but there you have it. Yeah, so I played her, and him. And while we're on the topic, look at the operatives that they give you. Alright. If anybody watches this, they're probably going to be mad, but I'm going to say it anyway. I think Ubisoft hit some really good points on part of this game and really some big misses on this game. You know, you can't make every game for every person. It's just not gonna jive with everybody. But they really tried to cater to almost every entity possible in this game. You got a black girl, a white girl that looks like a lesbian. I'm just saying, okay? I'm not saying anything good or bad about it. I'm just saying, oh, well, I am in this respect. I am saying that. Let me back that up. Is that they're trying to cater to everybody. Alright? You got a black girl who's African, like from Africa. This lesbian looking girl. The beekeeper's old as shit, still out here doing missions. This gal, this hacker, she sounds like she's, between her and the beekeeper, they sound like their combined age is about 180. You know. And then you got these punk rocker looking people, and this gal looks like she's about 100 years old and she used to be a hard rocker. Then you've got this black James Bond secret agent looking guy. I suspect that's next from Hollywood. that they're gonna have a black James Bond if they haven't already, and I've missed it. In the game, okay, here's an old white guy. There was Asian dude, old black guy, Albion, whatever. So I guess if they were trying to do that from every walk of life, well, they succeeded there. I just feel like they were trying to cater. The other thing is, maybe it's just me. One of the misses that they had, okay, yeah, I'm going to say a couple more bad things, and then I'll get to the good things. One of the misses they had on this game was, this is like a kidsy type arcade game, in my opinion. This is just what it's like, because they want you to switch operatives and go to all this, and you can do it with the one. It's almost like a Fortnite, not quite that cartoony, but you know, driving around on the motorcycles and the cars and switching the characters and all that. You don't even need to do all that crap. It's supposed to be fun, but there were times it's just a drudgery. Like those puzzles, oh man. They could have made those puzzles half as difficult to get through it. We get it. You gotta turn some dials to line up the power cords and unlock the access panel. Okay, we got it. This game would be much more suited for kids, probably 13-year-old range. But the problem is they dropped F-bombs. I did too. But the game dropped F-bombs about every 30 seconds. And that's not PG-13, I don't think. I don't know what they got to do to put the mature rating on there. The violence, head shooting people, whatever. But I really thought this game was more for kids, but because of the language and maybe some of the violence, they couldn't put a kid rating on it. So now you're talking about a kidsy game for adults. Really. I mean, and back here to the map, I mean, look, I liberated everything. They're all defiant. I didn't even do the first mission that I'm aware of that they told me to do. I might have, and this might be the second or third mission, but whatever. Alright, I'll tell you what I do like about the game. The scenery. The scenery was fantastic. Yeah, there was a little bit of rendering out in the distance, but the scenery's fantastic. The boats, I'll tell you, it was one thing I didn't like. See what it's doing on that boat right there? Sorry, I'm gonna bitch a little bit. It tries to pick up every single thing that you can possibly hack and draws a line to it, and sometimes I ended up hacking the wrong thing. Alright, anyway, back to the scenery. Scenery's fantastic. The view from up top, really good. The graphics are good. Now here's another thing. See the soccer players out here in the park? They did try to make it fun by putting some things in there. Collecting the relics, collecting the notes, playing soccer. There's drinking. Drinking's involved. Drinking's good, if that's your thing. Playing darts, which I never did. So they did try to make it fun, so I'll give them credit for that. The graphics are good. I mean, here I am running at basically a full sprint, and I'm not losing frames on an old PS4. I mean, that's really good. So it's the game. The game engine, whatever they did, is good. You got that? Okay. I'll beat that to death enough. The driving on the motorcycles, cars, trucks, whatever, really pretty good. Really pretty good. The control was good. The fact that you could control the drones for a while, that was pretty good. Sound effects were good. Annoying. Okay, I gotta guess what this girl is. This girl is a curator. Stockbroker, okay? I was guessing just how she was dressed. This guy wearing the tie and the dress shirt, I'm gonna say this guy's like a porn star. Press secretary, got it. So funny. That's what I should have done to begin with, is just run around and guess what everybody was. Not recruit them, just guess what they are. I do like this feature where every few seconds you can ping the whole board, because I can tell you it was necessary. It was necessary to find stuff. It's hard to find stuff sometimes. So, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, here's my decision. This game gets a 6 overall. It gets a 6 overall. My least favorite Ubisoft game I've ever played. Which I think I'm going to play Far Cry 5 again here. I played it 3 times, I think, before. 2 or 3 times for sure. Alright, burgers, larger than life. Hope that's real meat. Anyway, like I said, some really good graphics, some really good scenery. The flying around's pretty good. I guess I will bitch about this. The drone can't, the cargo drone can't fly above some buildings. I know, like on the Tower Bridge, they meant you to have to get off on the scaffold, go in through one of the towers, then go on the bridge. Aww, isn't that cute?
Hello again.
Hello. I think that's funny.
On we go.
Anyway, so I've had enough of this game. I'm not gonna go collect any more tech points or relics or notes or do any more missions to recruit people for what? I really didn't even have to recruit not one person to begin with. So, if going around and collecting all those things is your bag, then this game might be more for you. It just wasn't as fun, and some of the tasks they sent me to do, the puzzles, I'm like, okay, this is drudgery. This isn't any fun. And again, it could be me. So there's my spoilers and parting shots. I paid $30 for this game. Was it worth $30? Yeah, I guess. I wish it had been 20. I played Cyberpunk and I paid 54 for it. It was worth 54. Even though it got some horrible, horrible press. There were enough good things about Cyberpunk that it was worth 54 bucks. This, absolutely not. I would not pay that kind of money for this again. 30 is a stretch, probably 20. But just like having Keanu Reeves as Johnny Silverhand in Cyberpunk, because this was a Ubisoft title, it got me. So, alright, I've beat this to death. I've been recording for about 25 minutes. Probably 24 minutes too long. Alright, so thanks for watching. Like I said, I'm probably going to play Far Cry 5 next, I think. and we'll see you on the next one.
That's great. Absolutely. If you